Hi everybody, this is Dale. Welcome to Not Too Shabby Chic. Today, move my camera down a bit, I am doing another hashtag December Daily to Restore You 2022. See if I got that right. Well, it doesn't have 2022. It's hashtag December Daily to Restore You, hosted by Angela of Meet the Schrads. And if you watched my last video, you know that I created this, and I'm going to put my cards on this ring. And this was the card, and I was going to do the back for my second day. I decided, change my mind, which we can all do when we want to. I just covered it with some designer paper from a paper pack so that I could journal on it, or if I decide to give it away in a journal or something, the person that gets it could do that. And they could also, for that hole, hang something from it. But I am in love with my card. I took a picture of it so I could use it in other journals for myself because I love it so much. So I don't know that I'm going to be able to top this one. I think that's my creme de la creme. But I've been sitting here for an hour and 20 minutes trying to decide how to do another one. And I think I've got something worked out. I'm not exactly crazy about it, but it's going to have to do because I'm over it. I'm like, stop, Dale, stop, stop, stop. So, for me, this is December. How did I say it last time? December. I don't even remember how I said it. It was so funny. And now my mind's blank. December any days. That's me. Instead of December daily, it's December any day. Or, no, that wasn't it. It was December not so daily. That is it. That is me. And I think next year I'm going to do a collab for Christmas, and I'm going to call it December Not So Daily, because it is hard for me to do a daily December. So I had to sneeze. I'm so sorry. And I caught it in time so you didn't have to hear it. So anyway, and I brought in Fiona to light up the atmosphere. And Flo is on vacation. She is just buried in stuff. And so she's just taking a vacation. So when I say buried, I literally mean buried because I can't find her. I got a pile on my desk from doing things and stacking things. My desk to the right of me. So Fiona is sitting in for both of them. And this I wanted to sit out. I've shown it before. This is from around the 50s. And it's gotten dusty. But it's a little music box, and I just love it. So I thought how appropriate to have this here for Christmas. It just reminds me of the little music box and the rocking horse people of Christmas. Come on. Let's see. Isn't that adorable? Okay, enough of that. Excuse me. So, I have my Save Our Date card, and it's thicker cardstock, but it's still a bit flimsy. This one I backed with another stiff piece of cardstock. I mean, it was a backing from a Christmas card because I wanted it good and stiff. And so I believe I will end up doing the same with this one, though not right now. So I drew out of my little basket because, I can't do things on the fly, as evidenced by me spending an hour and a half or so trying to just decide what I was going to put on here. So the first thing I drew was a gift tag. It's the first prompt. The second prompt is the 1950s, which I love the 1950s. That's I was born in the 50s. And holly. Come on and focus. Oh. Okay. Holly doesn't want to focus. So, excuse me. If my lighting's a little off, it is because one of my lamps is not plugged up right now, so you see in shadows, and I apologize. So anyway, let's get started. So first, I decided I again want to cover this with the same tissue paper that I used for that one. And until I run out, I think I will do that as a theme on all of my December Not So Dailies. However many I decide to do. So let's get the card together, and wait a minute. First, I've got to just make this a bit smaller, more manageable. I hope all of you also will be checking out the YouTube hop with the challenge I am in, co-hosting with Caramia's Corner and BB's Closet Creations with our thrift swap. I'm not even going to try to say the name of the whole thing because I'll mess it up. But we're revealing some videos today of what we received, so you need to check those out because, wow, I know I got some amazing things. So I'm excited to see everyone else's. So I'm going to cover this on my card like I did that one. And I will be right back. I'm back. Okay. I had started out with this. And I'm going to show it to you. And then I changed my mind and went with what's over here. And I know I can't hear you when you say no or use that. But maybe I will. I'll get the vibes. So my tags, I don't even know if to go over them again. Gift tag, or my prompts, 1950s, and holly. So I have holly. I have a vintage gift tag. These were vintage off of a vintage stocking I cut off just for presents, nothing to do with the prompts. These are out of my 1958 Sears catalog that I cut out and I wanted to use, and I backed them with cardstock because it's fragile. And I've had this catalog for probably 15 years or more. My dad bought it for me one year for my birthday, and I decided I needed to start using it instead of having it on a shelf and no one getting to enjoy it. So anyway, my first thought was, I covered this already, like I said. Then I was going to do this as like a pocket right here. And I was going to put my little horsey, which I believe we had one of these when I was a little girl. We used to get excited about that, even though they just sat there. They didn't bounce like the bouncy horses. They didn't rock like a rocking horse. They didn't roll like the ones today or go on their own. You just sat on it and pretended you were on a real horse. See the little boy? And we would be excited because that's all we knew. So I was going to put that there. This was for a floor cushion like the first beanbag, right? Except not as squishy and big and soft as a beanbag, but I believe this started the beanbag many years later. See the old-timey TV? And she's drinking a soda, and you could get those 4 colors. So loved it, and so I was sticking her right there. Then I had to have holly, of course. So there's my holly, and I was going to act like this was kind of like a package. And here's my gift tag. Now I was going to just kind of stick in there like that. Then, because it looked so plain, I was going to add rickrack, which in the 50s they used lots of rickrack. And I'm out of frame, sorry. So here we go. And I was then going to put rickrack all the way around. See? Like so. So that was one way to do it. Oh, and I was going to stick this candy cane in there just for fun. So that was one way. Then I remembered I got a Christmas card that my sister sent in a box of Christmas cards that she didn't want. And I was like, oh, because it was a 50s Christmas card TV. See? Except it was 3D. Well, it can't be 3D here. So I was going to put my Christmas card, my old 50s looking TV right there. Then we had the little village on the top, which is what people used to do. You used your TV as a piece of furniture, unlike today, because you don't have TVs like this anymore. They hang on the wall. So there was that. Then the cutest little, look at this, it's a little plug. So I was going to put this and go to the back of the TV for the plug. Let's see. Oh, see, I'm going to tear it up before I even get the video done. Okay. So I had the plug, because you had the plug showing. That was okay back in the day, because we were just excited we had electricity. So anyway, kind of like that. And of course that would be glued down. Like so. Go back up, Dale. See? Then, still looks plain, right? I found something I forgot I had that I've been hoarding, which I am bad to do when I really like something. I'll start to use it. No. I'm going to save that for something better. And then I never use things. So I bought this from Carrie Chambless. Gulf Coast Creations or something like that. I will link her below. She made these little paper dolls and used pattern for the skirt, which looks like the 50s to me, and it's probably a replica of a 1950s pattern doll girl. So I fold that down, and I'm going to put her. She loves her new TV, right? And then I was going to put the holly right here. She needs to come over a little bit. Just a touch. And that's got Santa Merry Christmas in there in case you didn't see it. And this is like her gift tag for her new TV. And she's so excited. And then it still looked plain. So I'm like, we'll put the little stockings that were on the side of the Christmas of the TV when it was 3D and hang them up here. And so I kind of like that. So I think I'm going with this. I can save these toys for another card, because I'm sure there's a prompt that says toys. But I'm saving these for something else and packages. So I think I'm going with this. And let's get to it. So first things first. I'm going to glue the houses to the TV. So I'm using some art glitter glue. With my rusty pen, because I can't find my stainless steel ones. Still works. Make sure, oops. Get that to go down. There we go. Hold that down so it works. Isn't that cute? I just love this TV. It is so stinking cute. Okay. Then I want to glue this down because TV going on top of it. And I'm going to use my hot glue gun. because it's a little metal thing on the back, and I probably didn't have to use that, but I wanted to make sure this stays. And it's crooked. Nope. Okay. I have a little masher thing. Do you think I'll use it? Don't be crooked. Alright, see, I'm making a mess. This is what I'm known for. Messy Dale. You've heard of Messy Marvin? Well, I'm Messy Dale. Get the excess glue off. Without tearing my tissue paper. You see what a mess I make? I get on my own nerves. I'm going to use my tweezers to kind of get the glue off. Oh no, see? There I went. To put some more glue there and there. Okay, this could be like, you know, your wall in your house that needs painting. That's kind of what that is. I will, okay, I think that's down good. I'll ink over that. Let's do, this is Tea-Dye by Tim Holtz. So we're going to put that over that right there. Because you know, it's vintage, right? It's not supposed to be all new looking. It doesn't want to take the ink right there. So we're gonna ink this, and I'm going to do it all the way around. Whoop. See that coming off? And then I'm just going to kind of go over the whole thing. There. Okay. SugarBelle, SugarBelle, it's Christmas time in the city. Ring-a-ling, hear them ring, soon it will be Christmas Day. Yeah, I got off tune. That's why I kept my day job. Because I can't sing very good unless the music's really, really loud and there's a lot of people singing around with me. Then I sound really good. So there's my cord to my TV. I don't care. I do not care that that's showing because I'm covering it up. Now for this, I'm going to use my Fabri-Tac, or I get this at Dollar Tree actually. It's by Beacon, same company, but it's called poster board glue, poster board and something glue. I bought it once at the Dollar Tree because it was the same brand. It's clear and looks just like Fabri-Tac, and I thought, I wonder if it could be the same. So I tried it. It was exactly the same. It might take a minute longer to dry, but basically the same. So that's what I buy. And when it's not at Dollar Tree, you can go to dollartree.com and buy it. You have to buy in bulk because it's always on their website, is the only difference. But it's free shipping. You have it shipped to the store. and you go, they send you an email and let you know when it has arrived. If you don't get an email within the specified period of time, you just call them, the store, or go up there, because I've had that happen, and it's always there. So isn't that cute? My 50s. So this is my 50s part of my prompts. And there we go. And she's 50s, so I'm gonna, I don't want to use that. I'm gonna glue her necklace a little bit so it won't keep bouncing around. You know, and she's watching her new TV. She doesn't want her necklace getting up in her face, so she can't see. But isn't she adorable? Carrie did such, and she has some of the cutest things in her Etsy store, and I'll link it below if I don't forget. If I do forget, just look for Gulf Coast something, or Carrie Chambless. She has a YouTube channel. She does awesome tutorials, and she has, just like I said, lots of cool things in her Etsy shop that are very reasonably priced. I love her creations. She's very unique, very cool. Okay, so I want to move her over about here. All right, and I may make a little purse to hang out of her hand, just because. I think that would be so cute, and I like that. I like her kind of standing up like that, actually, kind of away from the page. So I could put those dots back there, but I think, see, there's the controls for the TV. She's fixing to cover them up. So let me see. I don't know if I have any of those little, what you call them, that you stick behind there. Not sure. So I'm going to make my own. Okay. She's going to have glue coming here to here. And of course, I'm running out of glue. Are y'all like me? I'm kind of weird. I like the smell of hot glue. I think it smells good. It's like yummy. Just, I don't know. I like the smell of glue and hot glue and crafty things. So she is glued to the TV. And I think that's not dry yet. That is good. Let's I'll I'm making my own dot. I'll see if it works. Anyway, anywho, I think that's working. Just don't mash it too hard. And you've got your own little dots, and they're not bright white that show through from the back. I just discovered that. Some of you may already know that, but I just discovered it. So let's get all the strings off. She has spider webs because she hadn't cleaned her house good. She was too worried about her outfit. So we're going to get rid of those. Isn't she cute? I love it. I think I will put a little purse in her hand. So anyway, now we're going to put the stockings. We don't have a chimney, but we'll pretend that it's a chimney. And I'm going to put a little Fabri-Tac on the dots. And I don't want them straight because that's the way I am. There's one. Here's the little one. And he's going to go like that. And the last one. All right, move down. See how I can take anything and make it take forever? Just the way I roll. So I think that is right cute. Now I didn't even tell you my memory. I remember, this is a memory from childhood again, when we first got a TV. It was black and white, it was not color. And you had the plug, and we put stuff on top of the TV, and you know, my mother dressed kind of like that, and then when I got a little older, maybe I was about 10 or so, we got our first color TV. We were so excited. And the controls are here. So when you change the channel, you had to get up and go to the TV, and that's what kids were for. If you had kids, they were your remote control. Dale, go change it to channel 2. And you only had like 2 or 3 channels. You didn't have 500 like you do now, or whatever how many there are. So, but we were so excited to get a color television. And we would go change the channels for who, you know, mom or my stepdad, or my dad's for my dad. To whatever channel it was, but we were so excited to get it in color. And then to watch some shows in color. Some shows were still black and white, but you had the plug, and it was just such a wonderful time, and a simpler time for sure. Then one year we had, not at Christmas time, but we had an electric storm, we called them. And I lived in Greensboro, North Carolina, which is where I'm from. And we had a lot of electric storms. And my mother and my grandmother were terrified of lightning. And my mother got us up to go from the living room to go in one bedroom. We were all 3 together because she was so scared. We would always go to the bedroom. Now, if we were with my grandmother, she got in the car and went to Eckerd's drugstore. And we would stay there. She felt safer at the drugstore than at home. But we were at home with my mom, and bad electric storm. But right before we went to the bedroom, you know, the storm was just coming. I went to change the TV, and an explosion kind of sound, a ball of fire or something fell from the bottom of the TV, scared the bejeebies out of me. And my mother goes, "Dale, are you okay? And let's go to the bedroom now." And so we took off to the bedroom and waited till the storm was over. We come back after the storm had gone, and it was still plugged in. The plug looked fine, and my mother turned it. I don't know if I had turned it off, and that's when that happened or what. But anyway, we turned the TV on, and it still worked. Couldn't believe it. Don't know what sparked and came out of the bottom, but it did, and then it still worked because we didn't have the money to buy another TV. Someone had given us the one that we had. So that was a memory I have about televisions. So anyway, this is my December Not So Daily, and I hope you enjoyed this. And I did glue something stiff on the back that I will cover with this 1950s page or piece of a page from my Sears catalog. Look at the phonograph. An AM radio. We didn't have FM back then. And you could put like several records on to be played, and it would play and then drop one when it was done. We had one of those. So I'm going to put that on the back like so, and we'll be done. And I don't think you necessarily want or need to see that part, but that's going to be the back, and I'll put a little gesso on it so that if I use it somewhere else or keep it for myself, I can journal on it. If I don't journal in these, I just like them for eye candy and conversation pieces. But anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this, and I hope you have a Merry Christmas and a happy holiday season. Remember the reason for the season, right? I forgot something. I didn't glue the tag down. Remember the reason for the season, because if without Jesus, we wouldn't have Christmas. And we also wouldn't have any hope or a future. Nor peace and joy in the things that he brings. So remember that as you celebrate your holidays in whatever way you choose to do so. But please remember, and if you don't know him, you're missing out on a lot of joy and peace. So remember that you can know him, and I'm happy to help you know him if you don't. So there, now we're finished. I forgot to glue that on. So that's her Christmas tag to her from, Santa or hubby or whatever. I love it. It's so cute. So anyway, love you guys. Remember that God loves you, and so do I.